haven't really talked.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Kapila. I live in Austin here. I love it here. I love doing real estate. And I know prospecting is the name of the game. And I work with a lot of buyers, and I'd love to do more listings.
Yeah.
We haven't talked much about prospecting for listings.
Yeah.
Maybe you do recommend calling expireds, FSBOs, and withdrawals. I'm sure that's the best way. I haven't done it. I have a little bit of inhibitions about being one of 50 agents who calls every expired every day and just not certain that that's the way that I want to get listings.
Gotcha. Okay. So the question is really around, anybody else have that same question? Like, how do we get listings? Like, how do we get more listings? Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it. And if anyone else has a question, you can raise your hand, and then you'll have the mic with you. And then you guys can kind of pass it around. So let's talk about this. You can kind of sit down if you want, Laura, so you don't have. Okay. So let's talk about leads. And I'm going to say some things that I want you guys to internalize, and some things that I want you to write down. Okay. In this business, what business are we in? Yeah, listing business, relationship business, people business, real estate business. In this business, you will always only have two core problems. Okay? You'll always only have two core problems. Now, there are some other problems, and we might touch on them if you guys go there, that are deeper, that are not surface. But on the surface of it, you'll always only have two problems. And that's either you don't have enough leads, okay, or you don't have enough leverage. Okay? Leverage is people, systems, and tools. PST. People is who will do it. People are the ones that get it done. Systems is how will they do it? How are they going to get it done? And tools are what will they do it with? Tools. Okay, we learned this from Gary Keller. So you'll always only have two issues. So when an agent comes to me and says, I don't have enough leads, that's the issue that's front and center. Now, what happens when you have too many leads? By the way, there's no such thing as too many leads, but I'm just throwing it out hypothetically. What happens when you have too much business? What issue do you have? You can't do a good job on your own, right? So then you have a leverage issue. So again, those are the only issues that you'll ever have. And if you're in feast or famine, you might go back and forth between the two problems, okay? So the question is, how do I get listing leads? Now, I'm going to share again that I have a book that's free, okay? It doesn't cost a dime. Well, you pay the shipping. I think it's $9.95 shipping. Or you can get it on Amazon if you choose. We will ship it to you. You just pay the cost of the shipping. And I have 5 chapters in here that deal with nothing but generating listing leads. That's all it deals with. It's a whole section on how to generate listing leads. So I'm going to give you the synopsis of it, because we could actually have, and we'll probably have a future event where we just do nothing but leads. Lead generation is the whole topic. But there are 3 buckets that I learned that all the leads that you ever want to, and here's how I learned this. I had already taken, at that time, probably about 800 listings, and this was years ago, and I was at my buddy's house in Sacramento, and I was taking a shower. And how many of you know some of your biggest epiphanies come when you're in the shower? Right? I don't know why that is. Something about water, okay? You're relaxed, yeah, and you're in maybe an alpha state or something. I don't know. So does somebody know the medical reason? No? Yeah, I mean, but I get a lot of epiphanies in the shower. And so this question was, where has my business come from? And I really didn't know. I mean, I knew roughly like this and that, so I went back and I did a spreadsheet, and all I did was I took all the listings. You can do this very easily. All you have to do is download the listings that you've had the last year or the last 2 years or the last 3 years. Just download them from MLS, and then just run them onto a spreadsheet and put a lead source on each one. Because you'll kind of remember, like when you're doing listings, you kind of remember the relationship. Oh, I met him there, or whatever it was. And what I found was that they all fell into 3 general buckets. Bucket number 1 was sphere of influence. Bucket number 2 was farm. And bucket number 3 was niche. Okay? These are what I call the 3 lead buckets. And by the way, none of these buckets cost money to do. Not money in your pocket. I want you to realize that all the money that you need exists in the pockets of others. Okay? All of the money that you need, if it's not in your pocket right now, it's in somebody's pocket. And you got to figure out whose pocket is it. And you have to create value for that person and receive value in return. Okay? There's a book by Mike Hernacki called The Secret to Permanent Prosperity. The Secret to Permanent Prosperity by Mike Hernacki. Great book. And he shares on this about creating more value, because we get paid in relation to the value that we create for the marketplace. Okay?